Welcome to my channel. Currently, I'm in Latina area. Basically, I went back home and I brought them. So currently I'm here in Lots for Less here in Puan. Since Joanne, my company at home, will get some groceries. Someone's whining. Baby, what's with the wine? Did you miss Daddy? Well, I guess they found something. What did you find? Bailey? I tied his hair because, you know, he has bangs too and can see that much. So I got a lot of hair rubber band. The rubber band stuff, and I tied him. And guess who's here? Hi, Teddy. Teddy. Hey. You're so ignorant. What's wrong? Hi. Hey, fella. Hey, come on. Are you mad at me? Someone's mad at me. Teddy? Okay, bye. I thought you were mad at me. Huh? Teddy, come on. Are you mad at me? Bailey? Bailey? Oh, God. He totally ignored me. Titty, are you mad at Mommy? Hey boy, come on. Come here. There. Oh dear. Hi. 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 So we're waiting for John to finish her groceries. I cannot go out then since I have these two little boys, him and Bailey. Teddy loves aircon, sorry. Oh, hi! Say hi! Say hi to your fans. Well, the other one's so worried. Oh! What? Come here. There you go. He loves to watch everything around outside this car. That's why we love to bring them on travel. But ever since pandemic hit, they weren't able to get out. Just this recently that they were able to make a short trip. They missed out. Hi! New year, new life, new adventure, and of course, new task, new challenge at work. It's been a month since I wasn't able to post any on my channel, and I'm really sorry for that because I was really busy at my work in the past few weeks. So, and also when Kumander D left, some of the responsibilities that need to be settled was passed on me. So, well, I'm back. And it's my first time to share my thoughts and my opinions about why he left the Philippines. And of course, I'll be happy to answer some of your questions that I observed that Kumander D didn't answer well. So I'm happy to cater those. And of course, last 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I posted on my Instagram account to ask some random questions, which I'll be happy to answer it for you. I have been married with Kumander D since 2016, and my life with him was not that easy. There are ups and downs, frankly, but I wouldn't say that it's really the bad one, but rather a challenging one, because married life is not that easy. Everyone encounters different challenges in each of you as a couple. So as long as you maintain your trust, your respect, and loyalty with each other, then there's no problem with it. And and also you have a good communication with your partner, that's also good and important. Why Kumander Daot? As far as I remember, he was called Kumander in Katiil. Every people who knew him there called him Kumander. Oy, Kumander, kumusta? That's what they called him. Instead of, hey George, something like that, like most common Filipinos tend to call with other foreigners, diba? But when this expression, daot lagi ka. So here in Davao, daot means crazy, a silly one. So if you have a friend who tends to have fun or make jokes or something, you can have this expression, you're so daot. So it means he's like so funny, so crazy, like that. But in Cebuano version, Cebuano version, daot means skinny. Because I remember my mom, when she was young, at same age as mine, she used to be bullied before as daot, because not for being silly, but rather for being skinny. So at least now you know the differences. So he was called Kumander Daot because of that. Being as a commander in Katiil, as what people knew him and called him by that screen name, and plus, of course, for being the silly one. Well, he's really cheeky sometimes, so sometimes I even call him Daot because for being so cheeky. But still, I love him. Opinion with that screen name? Well, I have no problem with that, honestly. I have no problem with that. As long as he's happy, I'll happy to support that. And what's wrong with being a Kumander Daot? You know, sometimes we tend to be Daot, diba? I mean, just to make others happy. Yes, Kumander D will be back. I don't know when he'll come back. I mean, and if I know, I will share it to you. Shh. I'm fully aware with that, honestly. And I don't have to say anything about that. Because I accept him and I love him for who he is. He's really the jolly, bubbly guy that I ever knew. You know, despite of his condition, I can still consider him as my companion, my best friend. Yeah. People with personality disorder, especially the borderline personality disorder, will have struggled to maintain relationships. They have an intense fear of abandonment. Sometimes they tend to have this intense impulsive actions or thoughts also. And then they have a big sense of distrust. Even if they verbally tell you that they trust you. So that's exactly almost what happened to him. And if they have this moments, they have these symptoms or the episodes, they really feel so depressed and anxious, which most of them who had this mental condition will end up killing themselves. It's so tough to handle this type of people, honestly. And even if they're hard to deal with, I'm still thankful though that Kumander D was still able to manage it. Not just me, and my family as well. This is the question that I really laugh, honestly, because I don't get it why some people ask that. Like, is it really the reason why he left because of me having issues with his mental condition? Like, hello guys, I'm not that stupid. I got married to him where I am aware with his mental condition. So, I need to do that, diba? And, of course, the reason he left, it was, he mentioned it on his video. he has borderline personality disorder. And this borderline personality disorder is a serious one. So guys, it's not true that the reason why he left is because of me. It's more of a serious problem than talaga. It's not about the family problem. We don't have a problem at the moment. At the moment, thankfully. It's just his condition, which I really do hope and pray that he'll be fine. And he'll be getting well soon. When pandemic outbreak hits worldwide, affecting Philippines, Davao, Cagayan. So people who had mental problems, whether it's depression, anxiety, it all triggered with what happened right now. And I couldn't blame him. It's hard to handle, especially that we were away, a few miles away from Davao to Cagayan. Whenever I ask him if he's fine, he'll just say I'm okay. Sometimes he'll say I'm not, and sometimes he'll just to hide it, just to avoid arguments, you know. But as for me, as his wife, it's hard for me to calm him, especially when I'm not beside him. And most of all, from the time when the pandemic outbreak hit last March, that's the time that he really had a bad trauma or mental outbreak as well. Especially that he was so alone there with no one to talk to. And it was so tough. Like, I've been calling him all the time if he was okay. And he also calls me all the time. But due to signal issues as well, I cannot call him that easily. I'm so glad that Kulas and the group were there, because when they decided to stay there, I felt a sense of relief because he has some few guys to talk with. But I didn't expect that he'll be to this extent where he really attempted to commit suicide because of his mental condition. And it was painful to hear, but of course I have to be brave in front of him. I don't want to let him see how soft am I, because he will feel weak as well if you do that. So from the time that he decided that he wanted to go to UK, that's the time that I said, I understand. You have to leave the country. It's for your own good. Don't worry about me and the dogs. All I need and what's important is your mental health. His dad talked to me as well, and we agree the same thing, that he needs treatment. Unfortunately, it's hard to find a better psychiatrist or psychologist here in the city that could cater his needs. So I decided to let him go back to UK for his own good. So yeah. Yes, I've been working as a frontliner, and I started working since September last year. I have not been working in the last 4 years. So ever since I got married with Kumander Daot. And just last year, I decided to work because, of course, it's really a need, in dire need of nurses to work in our city. So might as well serve rather than stay at home and do nothing, diba? Well, Teddy and Bailey were very okay, and even if I'm working, someone is at home to take care with them as well. So it made me feel at ease when the dogs are at home with someone, because whenever I left at home, especially those times when I'm not around, the anxiety and depression, I always felt it from them, which in the end they're gonna ruin things which I didn't expect that they're gonna ruin it in front of me. So I and Kumander decided to, at least there's someone who's gonna stay at home while I'm at work and while he's away, so that the boys will not ruin more things to ease up their anxiety when I left at home to work. So right now they're happily working. I mean, staying at home, working with their toys. So, and have their own doggy moments. So I will be posting a video for them alone, which I do hope that you're gonna love it soon. Yeah. Well, we got met in year 2016. So here's the story about that. I can still remember the first time we met in a Brisa Mall, particularly in Blue Gray Cafe, where everything there witnessed how we met. And I remember we had our first met there. That was April 2nd of 2016. I can still remember that day because it was my sister's baccalaureate mass. I'm so cheeky. And I remember my mom doesn't want to attend the baccalaureate mass due to her condition. So I decided to attend with my sister. Well, she was studying before at Ateneo de Davao University. So yeah, I was the one who became the guardian of my sister, attend the mass, and then afterwards, because I was just parking nearby. So going back, after that baccalaureate mass, I decided to meet him. So we were still chatting while I was in the mass. Oh my god, sorry. And my sister was like, Ate, is it okay if I'm gonna meet my friends after this mass? And I said, yeah, it's fine, because I'll be meeting someone too. And then she was like, okay, so you're gonna go and date something, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, just shut up and enjoy, go on with your friends. And yeah, so we met around in the afternoon and that. And from the first time I met him, he was so skinny, like a typical 23-year-old guy, in which I was like, okay. So he was like, when he arrived, he was this big smile, and with all the scratching on his head, doing like this, and he was like, oh, so young. I was already 26 years old that time. And Kumander D was still 23. So we were 3 years apart. We have 3 years gap. 3. So, and that's where all it started. We started as friends. We had a coffee talk at that time, and one thing that made me have this impression was, oh my god, he was like a brother to me. I have a younger brother, because imagine they have like 2 years gap with my sister, and I was like, okay, seems like I'm the eldest here. One thing that made me fascinated with Kumander D is that he has a man of vision. He was goal driven, and he has this a matured mindset, which I was really impressed at. Wow, a 23-year-old guy like this mindset, like wow. Because the way he talks, he was so mature, and I'm thankful with that. Thanks to his mom and dad for raising him up that well, because I've learned a lot of things from him, despite of his mental condition. You know, we had this few talks. He's just too talkative, honestly, which made me have this impression that this guy is really a good talker. Yeah, and that's how our date started. After we had our first 3 or 2 dates, we were supposed to go on G Mall in Bahada, still in Davao. So we were supposed to eat there, and I remember I had him say this. I told him that, oh, you do this when you ride on a jeep, you pay at the driver and say bayado, like bayado. Then when the driver asks asa gikan, asa baba, you'll just say, oh, sa Gmall, sa Abrisa gikan. So we were at Abrisa. So he already had this idea that, oh, you do this, ha. You start telling them, and let's see what will be the people inside the jeep will respond. And then we just had a laugh. So he was sitting in front at the edge of the jeep, at the end part, and I was also sitting of the opposite side. So he was too shy, like I can still remember his lips were so almost failed because he was so shy, and I was like, come on, you do it, you can do it. And then he started to pay, and then, oh, bayado. And people were like, what? They were like, what? He knows how to speak Bisaya. Oh, come on. That's what they're doing. And he said, oh, bayado, sa Gmall lang, Abrisa gikan. No more talk. So, and I was like really giggling at the side, and we had like a high five after that. It's like, oh, impressive. You're a fast learner, huh? So that's where he started to learn Bisaya. One thing that I'm impressed with him is that he really has the interest to learn the language, which I enjoyed teaching him as well. But of course, some of my friends whom he met also teach him. Oh my god, here comes another one, which the locals tell him, which I was like, where did you get that? And then later on, I'll just laugh. And then, though I tend to correct some, because you know there are some things that some words that might be offensive to some, but you know, when Kumander Daot talks, everyone makes have a good laugh. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for